both have 3 hunts in the same distance, so I think this is good to go. And it's just map hunts are not the best on this map, but they are equal enough, I would say. So that means we have a British versus French here in the third game in this BO7. Currently we are still playing the last match of this round of 8 from the Age of Empires Spring Championship. Be sure to check out eso-community.net for all the information about this, and of course the videos as well. In case you missed anything from before, by the way, a lot of videos are available on my YouTube channel and also on Interjection's YouTube channel. I'll post the links there in a little bit. Meanwhile, French versus Siberia. We have, French versus Siberia. French did play versus Siberia once back in the time with Napoleon, but that's a whole other story. We have French versus British here, which means that this map has a decent option to, or good option actually, sorry, to go for a semi-FF. You have a tower available. The mine in front there, that's that build. That's not the best mine position. This is much better for Kynesie, but that's sometimes the luck or bad luck you can spawn with on this map. Anyway, what this means is that you have an additional defensive tower, which means that aging up is a much easier thing to do because you have more defensive options, and that's why I assume that Blackstar will go for some semi-FF, some raids, and then trying to disturb the British economy as much as he can. Then, on the other hand, the British, we'll have to see what he's going to go for. Of course, the map is quite big, if you see the distance here from one town center to the other, and that means that he could go for some kind of timing in the second age, but that will be very, very hard. So actually a semi-FF with a little bit more of an economy and of course a little bit slower third age might be the best option for British, similar to the game I played versus Spadel, I think. But we have to see what Kynesie is gonna do. He might pull out some weird like styles I am not familiar with, and maybe even some longbowmans behind walls and stuff like that. We have to see. So far, regarding treasures, 50 wood equal, 45 coin, 90 coin for Blackstar. Blackstar also has 85 wood, and Kynesie found 80 coin. So a little bit of an advantage in treasures there for Blackstar, but that's also the way it should be, by the way, because Blackstar is playing French, and that means that he has 2 scouts. The Blackfoot scout here, the native scout, and the hero, of course. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Kynesie did scout his hunt. I really hope he didn't miss it, like barely in his line of sight. Because Kynesie is aging up, and like Blackstar is doing, also guys, the maps are not so, well, most maps are just very, very good, like I mentioned before with Garya's adjustments. Sometimes maps are not the best thing, but you also have to choose a civilization according to the map, and you have to play according to the map. If the map has like lower food, you either have to go for a rush or like a fortress-based play, just change your playstyle. And this is what I mean with changing your playstyle. You of course build your houses far out to get more line of sight, but also you should get, I feel Kynesie should be getting this or this hunt already. Like Blackstar is bringing in both of these hunts. They came from there and from there, and Kynesie is not really doing that. This one ran a little bit away, it seems, not sure, but anyway, I really hope he's gonna get this hunt. Like, he should know there are more hunts here. Blackstar is going for trading post. That's of course a very standard thing. As French, you have the easy resource to get the trading post, and he's also going to go for steel traps afterwards. He can delay his cavalry batch like by 5 seconds or so, just to make sure that he got the trading post early with the additional wood that he gathered, and also still getting the steel traps in, because he still has he's fast enough. Okay, Bear is coming up for Kynesie. And I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. I like this line of sight with the houses, but I'm really... Blackstar now has managed to hurt all the way from here towards there, and Kynesie could have done the same, but unfortunately did not yet. He's now gonna scout to the back, and then he'll find that one for sure. He ends up with a 500 foot. I think that's actually a good choice. Well, actually... It depends, by the way. On this map you might want to benefit from the extra tower, but on the other hand he has the defensive position with this tower, so he chooses like, okay, I just need to have some additional food there. On the other hand, of course, the tower age up also brings you 200 coin, which is something you can use to do steel traps very fast, or work on a second wood upgrade, whatever you prefer. He's not actively hurling this also, I feel. I mean, he should be retargeting this a little bit more as Blackstar is doing. But there is a wall coming up, of course. We are playing with Kynesie here. and that means that this herd is maybe not even going to come into play, which would be very unfortunate. This scout is put in a very nice position to see if any units come out, and also he's going to now move towards his hunt to see if he's going to try to herd it. Meanwhile, Blackstar is going to use his hussars to get 300 XP there on the left side, which is of course a very nice pickup, and that means he ships, he even ships 700 coin right away, so he's going for like a very fast fortress. There he ships at the tower. It doesn't really matter much where the villages are both close at the tower and the town center anyway. Now going in for the raid, so that means that he has to ship 700 wood after. Just shipping 700 coin faster to get his age up in faster than with 700 wood before kind of makes sense, but he does need 700 wood because he needs his infrastructure. Kynesie is gonna finish this wall, but I'm really curious to see, because these herds, both of these herds are not anywhere close to the wall, and that means that that won't be that might be an issue later. And these villages as well will have some trouble if there's no new musketeers spawning out. He will have to run the villages. Is he gonna run them on time? Looks like he sends 5 musketeers here, and he's gonna send 4 musketeers back, but not before losing 2 villagers. Go in melee mode, please. He's gonna nice micro. He's gonna lose 2 villagers. Okay, too bad. Meanwhile, on this side here, he lost. He's gonna nice micro, putting low HP villager back. Of course, also upgrading the HP from the villager to make sure they live longer. This was a little bit sloppy. He was probably busy on that side, but he didn't have to lose this villager, to be honest. So that means that there's now 34 villagers only. And of course, Blackstar has 23 villagers, which is like basically a better villager than a normal villager, which means that it's actually like 23 plus like 8, which means that it's 31 villagers or so. So Kynesie is a little bit ahead, but Kynesie has also steel traps and placer mines, so that's actually quite okay. Blackstar did nicely pick off that villager, which was on low HP. He must have, like I do now, pressed the alt key to see which villager he has to snipe. And these 5 villagers should not be tasked on berries, but on herds. I mean, he did close this wall, which is actually quite good, because then he has a safe herd over there. But look at this. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like basically he invested 1 house or so, which is basically 1 free villager, plus of course all the time that you spend on it, on making that wall. On the other hand, Blackstar chooses civilization just to get his semi-FF going, and then of course you can play in 2 ways. You can go for a boomy style, which he's doing with a trading post, with a town center, using a 1000 wood. And also, if your opponent is going to pressure you, you can still with a trading post and playing French the way they can be played, go for an aggressive style as well. So I feel that British might not have been the best choice on this map. On the other hand, he did secure this hunt for now, and he still has a hunt in his base. What was interesting to see, by the way, is that Kynesie did also go for the 2nd gold upgrade, and he shipped 700 coins, so he's going to age up as well, as you see. But of course, he's going to age up very slow compared to the French guy. Blackstar looks like he's gonna go for another town center. He's almost gathering 600 wood. He has his hero in position, denying. This is a weird spot. I would have put it near the gold mine here to better secure that. He's gonna try to come in with his dragoons for a little bit of a snipe there. Is he gonna get it? No, he's not gonna get it, I assume. Actually, I would really like to see like a longbowman mix here from the British player. I feel that you need longbowmen to deal with the French skirmish dragoon mass in the 3rd age. Musketeer Hussar is not going to cut it. However, no Hussars yet, of course, only 2 Rexes, but and this herd is really something that Kynesie needs later. So I assume that Blackstar will be pressuring this part of the map later to prevent Kynesie from gathering resources, and then it comes down to either Kynesie being forced onto berries or mills. So 2 town centers coming up. And if you see, by the way, the villager difference is now 31 versus 35, but this is actually like almost 39 villagers. So let's say 38, which means that the economy from Blackstar is better at this point. Also shipping the 25% food upgrade card. And there we have him aging up. Going for an artillery foundry, okay. Well, if Blackstar is going for mass dragoons, then it might prove to be the wrong call there. Atelier Foundry, but we have to see what how he's gonna play this out. He's gonna take this treasure, 305 coin. That's very nice. It's not like he has that much gold available. Can you see that is? And Blackstar coming in again, just to snipe off any villagers gathering food there. Which means that Kynesie has to get his army back in place. I'm not sure why his army is even there, because this wall seems quite close to me. That means that you don't really have to protect anything there. But 305 coin is nicely adding up to some cannon production. Is he gonna do so? Q, 1 cannon. And Blackstar, yeah, I'm not sure, he can't know about this, but the thing is, if he's going for mass dragoons and cuirassiers and just smash it all in with the cavalry upgrade card, which might come next, then it's gonna be really hard for Kynesie. Now he saw 2 cannons, by the way, but that means he saw 2 cannons, not just he saw 2 cannons. That means it can be a shipment. He doesn't know yet if it has been from the Atelier Foundry. There you go. I really hope that Kynesie is gonna move 1 inch forward, because he has a hero here, and then he can detect the scout and snipe it off. There you have 2 more cannons. Oh, he's gonna... This, by the way, guys, is why you always want to move versus French with your hero a little bit before your base and stuff like that. Anything that you can do to prevent a possible scout in invisible mode, because now Blackstar knows that there are 4 cannons available, and that will completely change his play. He will for sure not be shipping 8 skirmishers. I think he will just, with this small army, I think he will be just like... I would just ship cavalry HP and make more dragoons and cuirassiers and then smash it all in there with Minutemen or something. Anyway, he's gonna push out Kynesie at this, but he really has to work on getting this hunt towards his base. Now that he has the advantage with the army, you can push out, yes, but this is not enough anti-cavalry. It's like 2, 4, 6, 8, it's like 12 musketeers or something. Where is the rest of his... He's gonna add longbowmen. Oh my god. Blackstar has hidden 2... Well, this... Okay, this is gonna be... guys, close your eyes. Anyone under 16, this is not something you want to see. He really needs more anti-cavalry, and if he's not gonna be able... He's gonna spam longbowmen. He ships 10 longbowmen. He has no idea what Blackstar has at the moment. Blackstar's going for a mass goon cavalry, and there we have, by the way, as expected, cavalry combat from Blackstar. He's gonna come from the back. He's gonna cut off any reinforcements. Very smart there. And oops, a little bit of lag here, unfortunately. He's gonna take out a town center, but it doesn't really matter. Blackstar has 2 more town centers up. He can even call out Minutemen, by the way, to absorb some fire. And Blackstar decides to... Oops, gonna catch these longbowmen. But this actually is in a way a good thing, perhaps, because now Kynesie knows that he needs desperately more anti-cavalry. And this is why I actually would really like to see him mixing in some dragoons. I mean, you don't need a 2 Rex production to cover your cannons. 2 Rex production. 1 Rex and cannons is fine, just mix a stable and add some dragoons, I feel. Okay, there are 5 more cuirassiers from the stable, plus the Minutemen from the town center. The dragoons... Actually, cannons do quite okay versus cuirassiers, if they target cuirassiers, that is. But, yeah, target a house. Oh, that's like 8 shots wasted. That's so unfortunate. He is decently protecting it. These must consume him in put in melee mode, by the way. But he's losing all his cannons to dragoons and the cuirassier mass, and this was not a worthy trade. I mean, you don't trade a town center for basically your whole army and worth of 4 cannons of resources. But it was very unfortunate that he shot on the house and on the town center longer than he needed to. But I mean, cannons do quite... I mean, of course, cuirassier kill counter cannons, but they do actually quite decent for some cuirassiers. But basically, the problem was just not enough anti-cavalry in that push out, and I think that Kynesie felt he had to make something happen because he was out of resources, and that is actually a valid reasoning. However, he might have been better off securing this position and take the resources, and for sure add some more anti-cavalry. Yeah, too bad. But well played by Blackstar. Did exactly what he should have done. And there you see, by the way, this 3 town center boom, or 2.5, 3 town center boom, with of course a lot more resources being gathered. And this is, by the way, not how you want your army to end up. Okay, so that means Blackstar takes a 3-0 lead in this best of 7. That means we have more games to come, but possibly one, possibly more. I hope more. Next map is gonna be Pampas Sierras. This is actually a map based on, also by the way modified by Gaia. It's based on the original Pampas map, and a few adjustments here and there. I believe the sheeps were in the original map as well, but what actually is the adjustment now that I think about it? For sure better resource distribution, I think. Other than that, I would have to check it later. So there we go, ready for next. Next game. BO7, yeah, so possibly one more game, but perhaps, and of course as we all hope, many more games to come. But it's gonna be really hard for Kynesie, because he uses Japan, which got countered nicely by Blackstar. Then again, I'm not sure Kynesie should have gone for this weird strategy that he did in game 1. I think he might have been better off playing Japan Standard. On the other hand, he might think that, okay, Blackstar is too good, I'm not going to be able to win that when I play Standard. Then again, in game 2, was quite close, up to a certain point. But then, yeah, the thing is that Blackstar did just made all the right choices. And took that victory as well. And in the last game we saw that, yeah, British is a civilization that needs a lot of hunts. So guys, remember, if you're playing on a low hunt map, British is not the best civilization to play, and a French with a training post has a lot more options. Also, if you play on a low hunt map, as I pointed out, scout proper. That means scout around your base first to see the hunts, and use your villagers to bring in the hunts on time. And don't go for like 40 corners, something that Kynesie went with his hero, unfortunately. So, Blackstar going for Russia on Pampas Sierras. The map is not per se an aggressive map, because the distance is quite long. On the other hand, there are a lot of resources, of course, in the center, and it's not like you have a lot of resources at home after the 6-7 minute mark. So, French versus Russia versus French it is. And that means we're gonna jump into the 4th game. Let's see if Kynesie can pull off something something interesting here. Blackstar does have quite good Russia as well, so that won't be easy. And I assume he is gonna go for map control here. As I will point out in a second here. You see that they have 1, 2, 3 hunts close by. Perfectly herdable, same here for Blackstar. Actually there's a 4th hunt, but this one is a little bit further, it's like similar to this one. What is wrong there?
Yes.
Yeah, because I have the UI and this is not the UI map, it lagged like that. Need a UI map for it to work with the UI features that I have. And of course, by the way, I almost forgot. Also, huge shout out and thanks to Azamk for making this UI. It makes it so much easier for us casters to see all that's going on with cars, shipments, upgrades and stuff like that. And then of course provide better commentary and insight for you guys watching there. And of course, while I'm at it, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching all these series here from the championship. We're doing this for the community, so I hope you enjoy it. And there's a lot more to come. Semi-finals after this, and of course then still the grand finals in the 3rd and 4th place match as well. So we're gonna do a quick rehost here from the map Pampas. This time we have the proper ASC version, Pampas Sierras. And we have the map here with, of course, on the left side the llamas. I really hope Kynesie knows it, because he really can take advantage of this thing. What you should do if you are a civilization with 2 heroes, 2 scouts, immediately task your scout to go to the left side of this map. to get all the llamas, as he is probably going for, and then your hero should be going to the right side to get the better treasures, because this map is divided in two ways. Left side are the llamas, right side are the better treasures. So if you do it like I just mentioned, you can get the best of both. Mark it up first for France, very standard. Of course, this map doesn't have any trading posts, and that is something to keep in mind. Let's just keep it at that. What we see is that Blackstar is going for the right side treasures as well, rather than going for the llamas. Is that a good choice? I actually am not sure. I think this map has enough food as Russia to just use the food on the map, especially because I'm expecting a forward blockhouse from Russia somewhere over here, and that means that going for a treasure is probably the better choice for Russia in this case. The scouting path is not ideal from Kynesie. He missed two of these scouts here. You should actually, for everyone playing this map, you should keep a zigzag pattern in mind. You should actually scout like I'm moving my screen like this. If you do it like that correctly, then you will get all the llamas in the most efficient path, I think. So Blackstar found a native scout, very nice, equalized the native thing, and he also finds 70 food. Meanwhile, Kynesie has found 40 XP and some coin, and there's a stray llama here which might be captured by one of these players soon. A wolf, or actually was it a wolf? A nearly mature wolf, that is. 40 food left, llama left. Interesting to see, by the way, a little bit of a small variation. Kynesie went for the 40 XP in his base, Blackstar left the 40 XP alone. He straight went to the better treasures on the right side. I believe that is actually the better choice in general. Where did the scout go? The scout went to the right side. Is Blackstar confused or something? Is he missing the llamas on the left side? Maybe he forgot about it, not sure. There's still one llama left to be detected, and Kynesie is gonna find... this one is really in the corner, it's like really hard to find. However, it looks like he missed this path, probably a black part on the screen. He's gonna go there and he's gonna find it. Sorry. And that means that he has now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 llamas out of the 6 llamas, which is of course a very good trade. And he's gonna even grab a 6th llama. Oh, Blackstar is gonna find, what's this? 80 wood, that's very nice. I totally missed this treasure. So both of them are, well, Blackstar is, no, not yet. Blackstar 630 food, that is, oh wait, I'm a little bit off with my timing here. I felt that both of them should be aging now, but this is not the most ideal herding, by the way, by Kynesie. You see that these hunts are way too far away from his town center. If you herd properly, you get this herd in with one villager, you kill a few of these deers near a town center, and you can gather very close by, which of course decreases your walking time. In return, increases your food gathering, and in turn increases your age up time. Both of them are aging up at the same time though, so not too much of a problem there. 3 villages going forward and a native scout there. Yeah, they're definitely going to go for a forward blockhouse. I have to assume somewhere here. That's why I would really like to see Kynesie actually... Well, it depends. On this map, I think that there's a few ways how this can play out. Russia can of course go for a standard rush, but that's not the best lately. I mean, a good French probably knows how to deal with it. Oh, very unfortunately going to miss it. He's going to go for the scout, I think, but then misses the blockhouse. Russia is probably going to go for map control, going for a crazy economy, and going to go for a timing push, I have to assume. While then it's up to the French to defend that. And to be honest, the longer the game goes in the second age, the better it is for Russia. Not only because of the map control, but also because of the, well, mostly because of the map control actually. So the French guy has to probably look for some way to age up. It can either be a semi-FF, which then in turn can be risky if the Russia is going to put on pressure, or it's going to be like make some units at first, defend the first push, and then age up with some units, defend with your villages, your towns and your madmen, and then play it out from a third age. Anyway, blockhouse is found, and oh, he's gonna lose his scout. No, that is not what you want to do there. He does have one herd on the right side still and one herd on the left, so actually he is pretty fine for now. But he should be bringing this hunt towards the back of his town center and closer towards his town center. So regarding shipments, what is on the way? Kynesie now steel traps, very standard. Blackstar has done hunting ducks so far. Where is his market? There's his market. Bring in this hunt over there. Oh, this one. Ooh, he should use. He should have used like one villager or so to snipe it off. It's really so much value to kill off the scout of your opponent. Anyway, not doing anything about getting in a second herd so far. Not this one, not that one, which is a little bit questionable in my opinion. But we have the first pressure coming in. 5 Cossack shipment. Kynesie is upgrading both villager HP and villager attack, by the way. So he's definitely going to be looking for a villager fight. Maybe he's going to then go for some kind of semi-FF. Anyway, I hope he's not going to be too zealous, too over-eager. Oh, he's going to lose one villager. Oh, he's going to... No. Where are the hussars? Are they not in queue? Okay, he's gonna lose 2 villages. On the other hand, Blackstar is gonna lose 2 Cossacks, but that is totally worth it. There we see some villages popping out again, which is something he should have done earlier, because you only want to have 10 villages in your town center at max, and especially if you upgrade your villager attack and HP, have the rest fighting or just gathering, and get this herd back towards peace. So Blackstar in the meantime, I assume he has to be going for some kind of economic build. Steel traps very fast, place mines very fast. That's why he had delayed musketeers, because he also wants to train villagers constantly. And 2 hussars from Kynesie. What did he ship? 4 villagers. Okay, so he's gonna raid with that hussar, or trying to. Trying to lure the Cossacks away, so he buys himself some time. That's actually good. Meanwhile, he's gonna raid with 2 hussars on the other side. I really hope this one is getting away, not getting trapped. He should be paying attention. It looks like it's gonna be set only towards the right side of this map, and okay, he retargets it, gives it another direction. 700 coins. So this is gonna be a fast fortress from Kynesie. Choosing to go for a defense. He's gonna lose 1 villager, Blackstar. That's a good job there. Oh, he did not cut off the hussar. That's also good. So Kynesie went for the fast fortress, then he has to defend with the villages at some point when Blackstar is going to push out. Second barracks coming up from Blackstar, going for good map control on this side. So Kynesie, what does he have to do from here? Oh, he can snipe off the scout if he sees so. Looks like... Where the Cossacks go? The Cossacks went back to defend the raid. Yeah, Blackstar is definitely going for a timing. I think he's gonna plan to mass out of musketeers and push in at the moment that Kynnesie's aged up. Kynesie ages up with the marksman. Yes, I figured this was moving rather slow, so he's gonna age up with 6 skirmishers. Then keep in mind he still has villagers, town center fire, and Minutemen available to hold off a push, and French villagers should not be underestimated at any time. I really hope he's gonna make a few hussars, because I think he needs it. And I really hope he's gonna take care of the scout. Definitely now, because he gets attacked. He should notice it. He should. Yes, he does. He needs to go for a raid to buy himself some time, definitely. But he's gonna... I don't like this. He's gonna pull his cavalry back. Not sure that's the best choice. And all the villagers going inside the town center. What are you doing? He's making a few more hussars. That's a very good thing. However, unfortunately, this hunt is herded towards the right side instead of towards his base. But he's gonna bring the villager army, and he's gonna fight with that. If we can clean this up, by the way, that actually would be a very good trade. Even if he calls out Minutemen now, then Blackstar can still run away. I'm not sure. It looks like he's gonna just fight with the villagers constantly. But keep in mind, if you fight so long with the villagers, they are not gathering anything. And oops, okay, barely respawned there in time. The Cossacks are here just to defend any raid, which actually is a good anticipation move by Blackstar, just trying to poke as much as he can. The villagers, by the way, have 16 range, don't forget. Did he... Oh yeah, the upgrade of course also increases the range of the villagers, I forgot about that. Killing a house is huge, by the way, because that means that... oh, they're nice trap, by the way. Although the skirmishers are a little bit late to join the party, and the hussars get taken out quite decent. And now the Cossacks, where are they? The Cossacks come in there. No stable up yet, just the Cossacks. The skirmishers should be microed back, not staying in range. This is not what you want to do, Kynesie. Oh my god, this is not good. I'm not sure why he's not microing the skirmishers back. I mean, he should be using... The idea is skirmishers have a range advantage, and that's what you want to use. And not... If the skirmishers are in such a great number and in range of the... the musketeers are in such a great number and in range of the skirmishers, they do perfectly fine. The reason why this is something that can work is because you let the villagers tank and you have the skirmishers in the back, which do 18 times 2 is 36 damage to a musketeer. And then you can have a much more effective trade there. 3 cuirassiers, they will deal... Oh. I was about to say they deal with this Cossack raid, who is barely going to save them time. We got a bit lucky. I would have sacrificed one Cossack to kill the Coureur de Bois, by the way. Blackstar is going to work on this hunt over there, making a blockhouse for additional defense. So far, Blackstar is going to age up himself. He does have the map control still, so far it's quite okay. Nice that he's splitting up the cuirassiers. One goes there. Oh, was about to say that two are chasing and the other one is like trying to cut it off somewhere here. But that's not the case yet. Meanwhile, Kynesie is on very low population. He has only 50 house population yet. Oh, the musketeers are going to be brought in. Look at this crazy damage cuirassiers do, by the way. This is actually quite good micro here. He should be moving back and then now quickly target the Cossacks again, then move back again, etc. Because otherwise you will get snared and won't be able to make it out alive. Oh, that's okay. He trades decently. Good move by Blackstar just to be able to get those two cuirassiers by using his musketeers to join that battle there. And he should be moving that one right away. Okay, he's doing so. So, there is one Dragoon on the map. But Blackstar does have a decent musketeer number. And he has, of course, a 2 cannon shipment. I have to see. He's going to upgrade his musketeers. So I have to assume that he's going to go for a musketeer cannon push. However, Kynesie might still be using his villagers then to counter that. Not sure. Kynesie, what does he ship next? 5 Dragoons. And he's very low on villagers. He lost like 3 villagers or something in the process. 2 cannons on the way from Blackstar, or actually arrived from Blackstar. And Kynesie made some more dragoons, but how are you going to deal with the cannons when the musketeers are protecting them nicely? I assume he has to be shipping like cannons of his own somewhere soon, but it's going to be close. He might be okay. This might be a nice move. He might be coming from the back. Fight with the villagers, fight with the Minutemen, and yes, the Hika is going to be able to get the cannons. If he's going to go in now with everything, he will be able to get the cannon. Go on with the villagers. Go, 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 go. The Cuirassier is tanking nicely. Dragoons on the cannons, of course. Oh, this is not like... Okay, he gets the cannon. He sacrificed all his Dragoons, but he gets the cannon. That's... Well, so far I would still give the advantage to Blackstar. Of course, Kynesie has his cannons available still, but Blackstar has... Oh, he has no stable yet, so that means that he has no cavalry at the moment. But he's gonna give up, and it didn't matter. Yeah, Blackstar was so much ahead in economy that Kynesie probably felt like, okay, what's gonna happen here? Not gonna make it out of this. That means that Blackstar, congrats to him. He finishes also in a top 4 in this tournament for sure then, because he now is in the semi-finals with a 4-0 victory. Just to summarize this last game, by the way, versus a style that Russia does, although Kynesie didn't scout it perfectly, but maybe guessed it, I'm not sure. What he did actually could work. However, what I don't like is that he was too aggressive here with the skirmishes, lost everything. Imagine if there would be like 6 or maybe 4 skirmishes left in this last battle. Also, the herding was far from ideal. I mean, he should have herded this way more towards his town center. The same for this hunt on the left side. Losing 2 villages so early, of course, makes quite a big difference. It's like 2 more dragoons later on in the game, or 1 for sure, maybe 2 dragoons even. Compare if you take into account the resource that you would gather with it. Yeah, but well played by Blackstar, so for sure. Taking a 4-0 lead, 4-0 victory, sorry. That's a very good thing. So that means that this game is then ended. I will quickly bring up the post game here for you guys. Here you see, by the way, losing from 20 to... He lost 2... I must have been making a village at the same time. He lost 2 villages, then here again he loses like 2 villages in the defense when he aged up. That's okay-ish. But Blackstar just constant villager production and constant good upgrades as well. And there you see a lot more economy compared to the pinned in town Kynesie. So congrats, Blackstar takes this series 4-0 and is going to advance to the semifinals, where he will play Nagayumi, and that's probably going to happen Sunday morning, I believe. The other semifinals is going to be me versus H2O, and that's going to happen Sunday in the afternoon or early evening. Be sure to check out HESO community.net for more information about when the other matches are going to be, and also about more information. Of course, the recorded games will be there later as well, and also be sure, of course, to check out the youtube.com/VNIVDVGW, where you will find a lot of videos here from previous casted matches from the Age of Empires Spring Championship.